It is my great honor and privilege to introduce the individual speakers of our opening plenary program. We're going to start with Michel Sidibe. Michel Sidibe has been the executive director of UNAIDS, the joint United Nations program on HIV/AIDS, and Undersecretary General of the United Nations since the 1st of January 2009. He is committed to transforming UNAIDS into a results-oriented organization and to supporting countries to achieve universal access to HIV prevention, treatment, care, and support, and to meeting the Millennium Development Goals. An outspoken advocate with a people-centered approach, he has called for the elimination of mother-to-child HIV transmission and for cutting in half by 2015 the number of TB-related deaths among people living with HIV. He also champions the reform of punitive laws that stigmatize HIV. He has appealed for the removal of travel restrictions for people living with HIV and has demanded their global freedom of movement. And if you've ever watched Michel speak, he is an extraordinary, outspoken advocate on behalf of MSM and transgender people all over the world, and in particular in low and middle income countries. And I'm really proud to call Michel an ally to the Global Forum and to MSM and transgender advocates around the world. So please help me in welcoming Michel Sidibe.
And fellow advocates, let me start by saying that what you're doing is just to transform the world. What you're doing is not just to advocate to remove laws. What you're doing is just to make society better, to make it inclusive, to make it a right place for any of us to be. Let me start by thanking you all for your courage, your commitment, and your sense of integrity. I personally feel that we don't need to put this word, because I think you're being heard, and you will be continuing to be heard, because the cause for which you are fighting today is a noble cause. You are fighting to make sure that we will have a social justice. You are fighting to make sure that redistribution of opportunity will become a reality for most of those people without voice. Please join me to applaud Iceland, which legalized gay marriage last month, to applaud Argentina. Just last Thursday, the first Latin American country did the same. Accept with me that the dominoes are falling, and which is very important in your transformative effort. It is not just the beginning. It is more than that one. It is the change we want to see, which is starting. I want to say that I am very proud, very happy to be with you today, because I personally feel the issues that bring us together are issues of human rights, respect of people, and respect of human dignity. And nothing else can make me wake up morning and to fight. And I want to say that's why I am so happy to be with you this morning. 25 years ago, your social movement have been able already to give the first evidence that we can go to scale with the prevention, that we can reach maximum of people. We can learn a lot of lessons from you. And I want to just to say that at the same time, I started becoming scared by what I see around me. Scared because I'm seeing the change, which I don't like. We have gone full circle from high epidemic to lower, but rising once again. And that we should not accept. Our vision of zero will never see the light if we do not end criminalization of people because of their sexual orientation. I want to just to say also that we can be encouraged by your hard work, by the changes which are coming from different parts of the corner of this world today. These changes would have never happened without you. Experience in Malawi, like Michel was saying, we are together and we will continue to be together. Outrage over the incident stimulated political debate between the society in Malawi. Is the create social dialogue, is starting opening the debate around how to foster public accountability around issues we were not discussing before. And for me, that is a positive step. South Africa has placed, and I'm very proud, my friend, has placed protection of LGBT community within its constitution. At recent UN AIDS conference on universal access for Middle East and North Africa, participants agree to a consensus statement identifying key populations such as MSM as needing programs and policy to ensure universal access. That is the revolution. We could not even talk about it. My brother is here. Many of you